bit of an unboxing for the Apeman and actually what you get. So what you do get is a 1-year warranty on it. These are available on Amazon, so reputable dealer, you're not sending off to some Gear Best or something like that. Yeah, very, very basic stuff in there, but what you get quite nicely, you can see that, is you get an already protected case with it, which has got a different size adapter, or the box itself won't fit a GoPro, but the connector on the bottom is universally for all of your GoPros. So if you have got an old GoPro like I have, then you can easily interface this with other equipment for your GoPro. The other thing that's really nice with the Apeman is it does come with a series of other accessories as well. So, the thing I love is you don't get one battery, you get two. So these are lithium-ion batteries. The spec is on the right-hand side there. So you also get a series of different adapters with it. You get a charging lead, which is a micro USB. So anyone who's got Android out there, pretty standard. Like I said, more connectors. Okay, so I ran out of video there, trying to inform you of what it comes with. But basically, it comes with around 9 connectors, 2 batteries, the GoPro with the case, with a separate back as well. 1-year warranty, and a micro USB charger and a full user manual. It doesn't come with an SD card, but for 70 odd quid, that's not bad. So does it mean that the actual Apeman itself can't stand up to the competition for 4K? So let's see what the Apeman can do. Selector buttons on the side, you've got a power button, a shoot button, and then a back screen as well. So if you turn it on. So before getting into the more detail of the camera, and next I'll be showing you some video of the camera, the main menu itself, so the setting menu, very, very easy, in which you've got the up down arrows, and then you've got the power button at the top, and then you can change that. So as you can see, it's limited at 4K, 30 frames per second. You can start dropping that and increasing the frames per second. So if you wanted to go down to 1080 at 60 frames per second, if you're filming something kind of a fast action, 720p at 120 frames per second. So the lower the resolution, in essence, the higher the frames per second. So, image size, again, you can start changing the image size, so it does up to 20 megapixels, but again, depending on the size of the SD card you've got, you can go down to 3. Time lapse, as it says, loop recording if you want to do that. Anti-shake, so I'll show you examples of the anti-shake. Lens angle, as typical, you can get the fisheye, medium or narrow. Again, I'll show you what all of those 3 look like. Shooting timer, so you can put on a shooting timer, delay of 1 second, 3, 5, 10 seconds. Keep going down, you can do a burst. You can turn the mic on and off. So what's quite nice, and I haven't used this yet, is you can connect it to an external mic. Exposure compensation if you want. So this is where it gets into a bit of, how much exposure. Then you've got the white balance, scene, if you wanted to rotate it, light frequency, language. I mean, to be honest, and I'm in this category, you're pretty much not going to be touching any of these in terms of, your white balance, your ISO, exposure compensation, and that is pretty much it. So if I hit the top button, it goes from your image to the menu itself. So, and that's it. That's the basic menu.
Okay, so this is the first test, is the anti-shake on this Apeman. So what better test than a rough, gravelly road, a scooter without any suspension, and a 5-year-old. Let's try it. With the anti-shake off, filming in 4K, 30 frames per second.
Okay, so as you can see, the antishake is having some effect. As my daughter moves it with her finger, you can see it quite clearly that it's trying to take out some of the kind of blurriness. And actually that seems to work quite well. So let's try and show you that side by side. So all of these are 720p, recorded with the Apeman. So this is an example of a zip wire. It's a bit more of a kind of action, but what's good about this video, you'll notice, is you've got close up with my daughter there, and far away you've got a very good definition of, you know, the things that are in the background and things that are in the foreground. This is at 60 frames per second, and it actually, I think, gives a very good colour definition. And you know, if you look at the trees and you look at the water, it's actually very sharp for what it is. The link to the Apeman, by the way, is at the bottom, and please do subscribe because it really does help us. But yeah, I think you can see, you know, that one from a kind of fast action. There's no kind of distortion about, you know, fast moving, and also in the background you don't have any blurriness or anything that seems to be out of focus. This next one is snorkeling. So with the case that it comes with, you've got the ability to be able to film underwater or take pictures underwater. It's really easy to use from the screen on the back, and you can actually quite easily use the buttons on the side if you want to, you know, change functionality or start and stop recording. Again, unfortunately it's not crystal clear, the water, so you can't see the depth, but the quality is really good, I think. The colour is lost a little bit on the Apeman. That's one of its faults. Although you can get good video editing, the colour in some cases can appear, if it's overcast, to be washed out. And in a way you might like that because it's not trying to lift it up, which is great. In this example, we're trying to show the different frames per second, different video quality. Unfortunately, this is all 720p because we can't upload to YouTube at the high rating. So although this says 4K, you're seeing it 720p. Like I said, please do like, please subscribe. There are links to the Apeman at the bottom. I think overall, for £70, you can't go wrong with the amount of equipment. It's ready to go out the box, apart from the SD card. Couldn't recommend it enough. Okay, thanks, bye bye.